Designer and Dahlman Director at the Talking Board Historical Society. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about the board rules. Those famous board rules you hear everybody talking about on the internet. Are they real? Are they legit? Can you trust them? Or do you follow them yourself? The board rules. Look, this is from a great artist, and we're going to get to him in a little bit, and you're going to actually meet him on this show today, although many of you already know this talented artist. Okay, the board rules. Number 1, never use the board alone. Do you guys use the board alone? I do, so I guess I already broke that rule. Okay, number 2, never play in a graveyard. Well, guess what? I've used it in the graveyard many times. All right, do you? Or have you? Okay, you guys got to admit it. All right, never burn it. Well, that's just ridiculous. If you guys have a board that you don't want anymore and you're thinking about burning it, why don't you wrap it up and send it to the Talking Board Historical Society? We'll gladly take it off your hands. Number 4, never leave the planchette on the board. Well, you guys, oops. I do this one all the time. I'm sorry. And does this count too, you guys? Look, I got my mouse pad with my little mouse on it. That's a pointer. That's an indicator. You could tell that I don't follow that rule. And also 5, never ask when you will die. Well, I have not done that one. I want it to be a mysterious thing. I don't really want to know. And the last rule, always say goodbye. Now, I think saying goodbye is great because it's like you're talking to a friend. You would say goodbye before you hang up the phone. So I like that rule. Anyway, I don't like to call them rules. I'd rather call them protocols or a system I use when I work the board. Anyway, let us know below what you follow when you use the Ouija board, and if you have any certain rules or even rules you might have broken. So, the man behind this shirt, and by the way, you can get one of yours too. We'll talk about that in a little bit. He's a fantastic graphic artist and a tattoo artist. He's also the Vice President of the Talking Board Historical Society, and he's also known in his role with the House of Schreck, and that's on Vidi Space online. So today you're going to meet Rick Schreck and his wife, Kate Schreck, both from the House of Schreck. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
What up?
Hey.
How you doing?
Thanks for joining us here. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. The House of Schreck is fun, fantastic show to watch. You guys are so funny. Tell us a little bit about what's going on there, what we can expect to see.
Oh my goodness, the shenanigans, right?
We're not trying to be funny. I don't know. It's just like a day in the life of, really. It's totally unscripted. Nick Roth and Elizabeth Saint, they originally started out wanting to have like this like revolutionary live streaming thing, like 100% unscripted. And it really is. You know, they showed up at our house and they go, okay, you're live now. And
so just like kind of do your thing. And we're
and we're like,
a little nervous. Yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
well,
but
I know that's real. That's really who you are. Rick's been on my show before too, and I love it, Kate, when you bring out your pets, all your really interesting pets in your kitchen area. I just thought it was fantastic. But you guys check out that show, Vidi Space online. It's a really cool show. So talking about shows, Rick, we've got something coming up with the TBHS, don't we?
Yeah, there's a big to-do in Denver, Colorado for Helen Peters. What's her middle name? Helen A. Peters, is it?
No, it's Helen. Well, I don't know her middle name, but she goes by Helen Peters Nosworthy now because she got married.
Right, yeah. I'm supposed to know that stuff, right? Look, I just got a tattoo. It's a planchette that says Helen on it.
Oh, hold it up closer. Let's see.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah, Helen's right there. It looks like a heart planchette. That's really cool. Well, you guys, we want to tell you a little bit more about it. It's September 22nd. We've got an unveiling from 10 to 11 at the Fairmont Cemetery in Denver, Colorado. And from 1 to 4 at the History Colorado Center in downtown Denver. We have an event from 1 to 4 that is going to be really cool. I know Nick Roth is going to be there. Elizabeth's going to be there with him. We've got a great entertainment. We have a mysterious magician doing some really cool stuff. Talking board collection. It's just like we're going to go off the charts with this, aren't we, Rick?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the best part is, though, we all get to see each other, though.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And you guys were going
hanging
to
out
Stanley Hotel. We're kicking it off there at the Stanley Hotel, and then we head on back to Denver. So this is going to be a great time.
Awesome. Super cool.
I know. So listen, since you're the creator of this incredible shirt. Why don't you show us some of your other things you have there behind you? You've got some really cool stuff. You've got some great artistry. You're known for your tattoo work. Let's see what you got going on.
By the way, that board rules thing is a to-do list. That's what you're supposed to do, so you can have some good guys contact you. You know what I mean? Like I tried to make my house haunted. I tried making my Ouija boards haunted. So I did all those things except burn them. And the only reason why I heard never burn it was because they say the Ouija board's supposed to scream, and if you hear it scream, like, I don't know what happens to you. I don't know. Horror movie stuff. Maybe your heart stops. I don't know. Talk to Kate. I'll get something cool.
Okay. Well, do you follow these board rules? I know you and your family use this board. I've seen you guys sit down.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried the Ouija board. You know, it seems to work with my daughter Winter very much.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, she's really in tune to that. So I don't know. I still am. I still need a little bit more convincing, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang out with you, and you're doing the Ouija board with me.
Oh, you know me. I'll be doing the Ouija board all the time, and yeah, I'll sit down with everybody.
Yeah, but we're gonna ask like evil stuff to come through.
Oh, I don't do that.
For that? Oh, come on.
I just ruined your fun, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, here, you want to see something really cool?
Yeah, we do. Please.
You were talking about having the mouse pad Ouija board, right?
Yeah.
So I scored this thing not that long ago. It's from 1985. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. That is really great.
And it works with old Macintosh computers, Macintosh 128 or the Macintosh Lisa, whatever the heck those things are. I don't know.
It's called the Computer Oracle.
Yeah, we weren't that well to do in 85. We didn't have a computer.
That.
Well, check this out. This is the board itself. That's it. Okay, and this is the thing for the mouse, the planchette.
Okay.
All right, and you actually have a look at that. Kids remember these things?
Oh, 3.5 they're called. Mythical 3.5
and
floppies.
Yeah, and then it's on the monitor, that thing.
Ooh, have you used it, you guys, or do you have a computer?
No. Anybody got a Macintosh Lisa they want to donate?
Yeah, we
hook us up.
Oh yeah, if you guys seriously, if you have it, you know, you can reach Rick at the TBHS and let us know. I would love to see how that thing works. I would actually give it a whirl. I don't have the old Macintosh. I have a modern Mac, unfortunately.
Right, yeah. Here, you want to see some other stuff from the wall back here? I have a really cool story for you. Robert Murch, the president of TBHS and a longtime friend of mine, was on a TV show a long time ago. Man, how long ago? I don't even know. What's the date on that? So there was a Penn and Teller cable show called Bullshit.
Oh yeah.
All right. And they basically wanted to expose all these things. And in 2003, so they contacted Robert Murch.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And his crew, because they made a board called Cryptique. At the time, they were marketing Cryptique board.
And that's Robert Murch's board, you guys. That's really cool.
Yes. Yeah, and at one time, I remember before I knew Murch was selling that, I remember seeing that in Hot Topic, and I was like, what? Because it had a little tombstone planchette and all, right? So they had asked them to come on to the show, said they were doing something about Ouija boards, but didn't really tell them it was bullshit.
Exactly.
And, yeah, so then they got them on there. They kind of, you know, I mean, it's really funny. It's one of my favorite things ever to watch. But, you know, they kind of made the Ouija board look bad.
Yeah.
And they did say Cryptique was the perfect blend of, what was it? Like Witchcraft in the Mall or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually helped sales of Cryptique board, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I always used to bust Murch's chops about that back then. And he told me that the board they used, the prop board that they used on the show, they gave him. And I was like, that is the ultimate board. To me, that's the coolest one. So one day he had visited me. He gave it to me. I have it. It's in a frame, but that's the board from the Bullshit episode.
That is Penn and Teller, you guys. That is so cool. Yeah. I didn't realize you had that. I mean, Robert mentioned it, but I didn't realize the whole backstory. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That is so great.
So, I mean, it's really just a big sticker on a piece of foam board made at Kinko's. They made it at Kinko's, but it's cool. You know, it's the bullshit board. So it's probably one of my favorite boards in my collection.
Well, you know what's so cool about that is that I always talk about how any board can work. And it's really not the board, it's yourself. If you can work, so you can actually do that. Take a poster board and print some paper, glue it on top, or just use cardboard. I mean, I've used my mouse pad before, you guys. It really, all this stuff will work. And I'm glad you brought that up. But it's cool that you have it because it's the one and only from the show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So cool.
Well, you're in your shop, House of 1,000 Tattoos, aren't you? So this is where he does his tattoos too, and he's been doing a special promo because we're raising money still for the TBHS for our Helen Peters Nosworthy event in September 22nd. So you want to tell them about your promo?
I was doing these little quickie tattoos. Everybody loves cheap tattoos. You know, we get calls all year long with their Friday the 13th nonsense, where there's tattoo shops doing $13 tattoos, and we've never done it. And I always I'll put a picture of Jason from Friday the 13th on our website saying, nope, not again. Right?
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm like, all right, you guys want a cheap tattoo? I'll do one as a fundraiser. So I was doing these little planchette tattoos. That's why I have that thing on my arm, because I donated too, right? So for $25, I'll do these little planchette tattoos on you.
It's a fantastic.
Can you see that? And so far we did. Oh yeah, Kate took one to the neck.
Oh, you did? Wow, I see that. Amazing.
I think it's like the one and only tattoo I ever paid for.
Well, thank you for your donation.
Yeah, so far, I mean, I haven't made a killing, but I did 10 so far, so it's $250 for TBHS.
That's awesome.
And, we're doing them to the end of August. Anybody wants to come down?
That's great. That's great. And so you're located?
643 Boundbrook Road in Middlesex, New Jersey.
Awesome.
Right in dead center, New Jersey.
And even if you don't go down and get a tattoo, or when you're getting a tattoo, check out their walls. They have the coolest shop, the coolest stuff there, especially if you're into the Ouija and the unusual, right? And the cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to have a lot of props from the movie House of 1,000 Corpses here, but I've since sold them. Nobody was interested in them. They were here for a decade.
Oh, interesting.
And now it's all Ouija board stuff.
Yeah.
And a mini museum in here.
And you guys, their house, by the way, is all Ouija board stuff too, everywhere.
Yeah.
Pretty much every wall.
How many's on the wall? 112?
120 in the house.
On the wall.
Yeah, on the walls. Yeah.
112 Ouija boards on the wall.
20.
Gosh, I have 17 on the wall, but I have like 5 other ones laying around. And then I only have 36 boards, you guys. I don't have as much as you guys.
Okay.
But listen, it's not how many boards you have, it's whether or not you want to use them.
Right. Yep,
Well, look,
that's it. You only need one.
That's what I said. You only need one. And then I started collecting them more recently. But I want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing a little bit about your store, what you're doing, your involvement with TBHS, the House of Schreck, and you guys, they got so much going on with them. So check them out again on Vidi Space online. Come to the TBHS.org website. You can hear all about the event that's coming up. We're still taking donations. You can get this cool shirt there, you guys, under the shop. So definitely come out and get this shirt. And the one he did, this is the original from him directly. He did one for the Talking Board Historical Society, which basically says TBHS up here at the top. A little different than mine, but it's the same, all this. This is the coolest board shirt, rules shirt I've ever found. So you guys get yours too. I want to thank you both for coming on. It's been a pleasure,
Thanks.
Kate and Rick.
Thank you.
And we'll say goodbye to you guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.